out for Thursday too? Out for the
I
year?
just like to remind everybody that on Thursday,
This type of times?
after the championship game, there will be awards, trophy, presentation. Hope everybody who's here will be here on Thursday as well. And bring your friends. As is our custom, we proceed the second game by asking everybody to rise for a moment of silence in memory of Marc, Sackin, and
Welcome back, folks. The second game of our doubleheader between the Flatbush Falcons and the Sephardic Sonics. Falcons coming with a record of 6-1. The officials for game 2, Gil Fershman and Jim Healy. Healy right in front of us with a basketball. 8-minute quarters. We're playing as usual, 4 8-minute quarters. We thank Lonnie Benamy as the master of ceremonies. A lot to do here. Flatbush coming in with 6-1, Sephardic 5-2, but Solly Dweck is definitely out for the tournament, and now we're hearing rumors he may even be gone for the year. And somebody's going to have to take the place. Take up the slack. Steven Shamula is going to have to. He is going to have a big game if Sephardic is going to do anything. And this place is going to be as noisy throughout the evening. As now we got some Flatbush cheerleaders here. And a little change here tonight. Flatbush is starting, Herb Boehner making a change for the first time this year. He is not starting Jonathan Rosner and Toma Uzari. He is starting Rosner and Brian Haddad. What a time to do it. Taking his place was, let's see, we'll give you the starting lines. Flatbush controls. Number 15, Gregory Ryan. Number 32, Jeremy Horowitz. They're in the gold uniform, yellow uniforms. Number 20, Danny Silva. Number 42, Brian Haddad. We said his first start of the year. He's gotten limited playing time throughout. And number 55, Jonathan Rosner. Silver inside double team. For Sephardic, taking his place was number 30, James Shmuel. Actually, we'll give you the stars. And it's blocked by Cohen. You're going to hear a lot of noise all night. Shmuel coming down. Misses that. Shmuel's got to have a big game. And that's the problem. This year, every game he has had double figures. But against Flatbush, he was 2 for 13 in that 66-54 loss on that Sunday. Fred Nessar just blocked the pass. It's Fred Nessar, number 11, with that extra one over there. Steven Shamula. James Shamula moving in. He's got it. Flatbush has got a big edge. Dweck was the best player and averaged nearly 20 points a game. As we say again, he is out with a throat infection. And Jeremy Horowitz misses it. Sam Cohen, number 24, and Lenny Mizrachi, number 33, are also the starters. So Shamul, who in the first game scored the first 4 points and then disappeared. And Shamul's got the first 4 points here tonight. And I can't believe it, 4-0 Sephardic. Well, they've gotten off to early leads the past 2 games here. Last year in the Sackin tournament, they led 8-2 early. Flatbush pulled a big run and blew them out. Silver way off. Here comes Nessar the other way. Or Shamula. At Shamula pulling up. Banks doesn't get it. Rebound comes to Horowitz. Horowitz the other way. Over to Silver. And Silver is fouled. Sam Cohen with the foul. And Jim Healy with the call. And we're going to have to do it with our eyes here tonight, figuring out the fouls, because there's no way in this world we are going to hear the refs say the number of the foul. Not a chance. This place is rocking already. Shmuel in the last games, we said, in his 3 years in a Sephardic uniform, he has never scored in double figures against the Falcons. He has had trouble all the time against the Falcons. 4-1 the score, 6:15 to go. Sackin Michon back. He did not coach the game in which Flatbush won 4 weeks ago in our last telecast, 66-54. He was in the Orient. Marc, who's the assistant over there, was coaching. Coach for Flatbush, Herb Bader, looking on. Got to be a little concerned. Flatbush has come out a little flat. They have won every game. They are 6-1. They lost to Ramaz by 2, as we said last Saturday night, 69-67. Cohen inside's got it. And Sam Cohen, the starter in place. And I'll tell you, Sam Cohen wants some revenge. Jonathan Rosner took him to school in that game for 23 points, including some big three-point plays down the stretch in that 66-54 game 4 weeks ago. A month ago today, actually. A month ago on the calendar. It was November the 16th. Ryan gets the recovery and misses. Here comes Mizrahi with a rebound. And Flatbush flat in the early going. 5.5 minutes left. And Nessar's got it. This crowd is going crazy. The Sephardic crowd, of course. There are always a lot of Sephardic fans here. Sephardic High School's only located about a mile away from here. And also Sharei Torah fans also root for Sephardic. Rosner misses. Rebound comes to Cohen. I'll tell you, if I was their bait, if they score here, timeout. They're playing better without Dweck. Shmuel way off. Check out, that's Nessar. And Ryan going in. Doesn't get it. Ryan with a good penetration, but just didn't get the hoop. And Sephardic dominating in the early going. It's 8-2. This crowd is very vocal, as you may be able to hear. Inside Mizrahi. Good pass to Cohen. And a whistle. Foul on Rosner. Tomi Usari in the game for Brian Haddock. That was a bad experiment by Herb Bader. It didn't work. As you may realize, it's 8-2 early. Tomi Usari, the leading scorer on the team, averaging 16.5 points per game. And Usari takes it away, jump ball, Sephardic ball. But he at least made a good play. Healy pointed the wrong way. And somebody was just called for an offensive foul. I think it was Lenny Mizrahi. The ball even hadn't been inbounded. Johnny had the last foul, right? Mizrahi, the ball even hadn't been inbounded. I can't believe that. As once again, I'm losing my voice over here. Ryan bringing it down. Flatbush has won every game, as we were saying before, by more than 10 points. They are leading the league in scoring, averaging 77 points a game. They have been impressive all year. Rosner, foul. Combination of Cohen. He doesn't like it. I think it's on Cohen. Cohen and Shmuel. And Sam Cohen commits the foul. Jacobe comes in for Sam Cohen. Cohen not happy. And Michon smartly takes him out. Second team foul. One on Flatbush. Flatbush beat Sharei Torah in the opener, 62-39. Then defeated Frisch 84-50. Beat Westchester 105-53, as you saw here. You also saw the 66-54 win. Flatbush does not have a field goal. We're halfway through the first quarter, 8-4 Sephardic. Then they beat Hafter 77-52, and then they lost at Ramaz. And this past Saturday night against Jesse Sutton, as we said before, and Sha'arei Torah, they beat Sha'arei Torah 71-60. So they've won every game by 10 points or more, but 3 of the last 4 games haven't played too well. Shmuley threw the ball away. Ryan, Karasin, gets around Gabay. He's got it. This crowd going crazy. And the first Falcons field goal of the night, and this crowd loves it. I'll tell you, if this is how the way it's going to go, I better watch my ears. Shmuley, off the back of the rim, rebound Usari. So Usari's been a force on the defensive board so far early. Ryan threw it away. Foolish pass. And as usual, Gregory Ryan has got his 99 cousins over here, including his brother right behind me, Keith. By the way, we want to thank Siggy Fried and Andy Whiteson, last touch by Ryan. We want to thank Siggy Fried and Andy Whiteson for coming on the air and doing interviews here in the first half, between games. Shows a lot of class of them after an altercation like that. Shmuley with the fadeaway. Rebound Mizrachi. Got it, and the foul. It tipped off Usari, and in. Mizrachi got the deflection and got a big basket. So Tomer with his first. And Tomer's got to be effective. He has not been much of a factor the last few games. He had 12 in the win over Sha'arei Torah, had only 8 in the loss, or check that, had only 12 in the loss at Ramaz, and 2 games earlier had only 8 in the game against Sephardic. Mizrachi at the line. As you hear, he'll get the treatment from the crowd all night. Rebound Rosner. What a noisy crowd here tonight. Very noisy, I might add. Horowitz. No, rebound. Usari going in. Saves it. Tigabay. 10-6 to score. Mizrachi. Doesn't get a rebound, Usari. He's already had three rebounds in his hustling. Horowitz. Foul. What's the call? Offensive foul on Jeremy Horowitz. I agree, that wasn't such a good call. And a timeout call here, 2:36 to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. The score, Sephardic 10, Flatbush 6. We'll be right back. Back live from the Flatbush Forum in Brooklyn, New York. Nathan Horowitz here over WRAL TV Sports. Let's take 5 seconds for station identification. This is the Flatbush Falcons television network. Back live from the Flatbush Forum, as we said. Flatbush trails 10-6. Sephardic with the ball. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Nessar bringing down. Game 2 of the doubleheader. MTA defeated Ramaz in game 1, 64-61. And the last minute took about a year to play. There was an altercation at the end of the game, as you may have heard before. Shmuley throwing up an air ball. He is 0 for 5. As we said, he's had tough games against Flatbush. He had 9 points in the last game, but 5 of them were from the line. And he was 2 for 13 from the field. Missed his first, and then hit his first, and then missed his next 11. Here's Shmuley. Behind the back to Mizrachi. Air ball. Rebound. Picked up by Rosner. It would have been a great play. Mizrachi hit it. It was a good pass. Kind of Sephardic style basketball. They're playing better right now without Solly Dweck, which is really surprising. Very surprising. Silver. Flatbush heavy favorites coming in because of that. Usari gets the hoop. And this crowd is bedlam here every time the Falcons score a hoop. Shmuley trying to make something happen. Got it. So Shmuley with his first hoop of the game. 1 out of 6. Inside Rosner, he's got it. I'll tell you what, if the Falcons get inside like that, there's no stopping them. If they get inside like that, Sephardic's going to have a long night. And I'll tell you what, since Sam Cohen has gone out of the game, so Flatbush has gotten 2 easy hoops now, the last 2 trips down the floor. If I were Mr. Machani, he only has 1 foul. Let's bring him back. Gabay with an air ball. Ryan, they can tie. Crowd liking it. Rosner slows it up. Terine, smart play. They can tie it. Inside, last touch. What's the call by Frischman? Both teams pointing both ways. Alternate possession. Jim Healy and Gil Frischman, who's on the side over there, weren't sure, so they switch it. Alternate possession. And Rosa gets the basket and a foul. And Gabay not too happy. I think the foul's on him.
Raza.
No, who was the foul on? No, it was 33 or 23. Gabay slammed the ball afterwards. We can't tell. Let's give it to Gabay right now. He's got only one. Well, Gabay slammed the ball afterwards, so it had to be him, I think. And Rosden now with 9 points.
2 points.
3 for 4 from the field. He's got 9 in the Falcons, 13 points, and the Falcons ahead for the first time tonight. 13-12, and they were flat early. Turnover. Here comes Swine, right ahead of the field. Foul, and it counts. Yes, and it counts. Foul's on Jack Gabay, he doesn't like it. And this crowd is going crazy. Balcony. This crowd going bananas. And Jack Shearer comes in the game for the first time for Gabay. Not too happy. Gabay, by the way, wearing Danny Levy's uniform, who used to be on this team last year. That's why you see Levy on the back. Greg Rhine looking for his first 3 points. Didn't get his third. Rebound, Usari, hustling. Gets the roll. And the crowd is bedlam. Timeout, Sackin Michelle. And boy, does he need it. 11-2 run. That's right. 17-12, right? Yes. 17-12 the score. Usari has been hustling on the boards here tonight. And the Falcons now have scored a total of 9 consecutive points in a hurry in the last minute and a half, and now with 28 seconds to go, take the lead 17-12. We're going to take a brief break and be right back. Commercial. Back live on the Flatbush Forum. The Falcons have reeled off 9 points in a row, and the Falcon fans are going bananas. 11-2 run. 17-12 they lead. They were down 8 too early, make it 15-4 run. Shmuel doesn't get it. Rebound Tomer. That's Usari's 6th rebound of the night, unofficially. Silver. Didn't save it. Come on. And Shmuel's disappeared early like last time. 2 early baskets, and since then, nothing doing. As we said, Jack Shearer of the game, it's Shmuel and Nessar. Shmuel from deep, way off. And that's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Flatbush 17, Sephardic 12. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter after a message from your local station. Keep in mind, you're watching the 14th annual Marc Sackin Memorial Tournament over WRAL TV Sports in Brooklyn, New York. Ball going right to left. As you see, Flatbush left to right. Flatbush trailed 8-2 in the first 2 minutes. Since then have outscored Sephardic 15-4. Like the last 2 games, kind of similar. Last year's Sackin tournament, they were down 8-2 early and ran away, ended up leading by 15 midway through the second. Rosna banks it home.
Go, baby.
And right now the Falcon fans are got to be pretty happy. Falcons a heavy favorite coming in with Solly Dweck on the bench, and it's hurting now. The thing I don't understand, why Sackin Michelle has not put Sam Cohen back in the game. Picked up by Shmuel. Here's Shmuel. Doesn't get the bank. Shmuel 1 for 8 from the field now. And a foul on Nessar. And Fred Nessar commits the foul. His first. And they are over the foul limit. That's the 15th foul. Now Sam Cohen comes in. I don't understand Sackin Michelle. He took him out because he committed 1 foul. Mizrahi goes out. They were ahead 8-2. I don't understand it. Now he finally puts him back in after Flatbush got all their liberties in the world underneath and it put on a 17-4 run. They're ahead by 7. I really don't get the coaching logic. I mean, I'd like to be a coach someday, but right now I'm not, but still, that was a bad move. Quite frankly. Because he's a big man inside. Sephardic with the ball. Shamua. And a hand check foul on Horowitz. That's Horowitz's second, and the team's fourth. At halftime, we will give you an update of all the NBA games tonight. Everybody is in action in the NBA except for the Indiana Pacers. Every team is in action tonight. And in the NHL, 3 games, including the Minnesota and the Islanders. And tonight, again, we're going to have a full update now about the Knicks game, and the Knicks game for sure at Boston, because it started at 7:30, and this game is running very late. So by the time halftime comes, this one should be over. At halftime, we're going to give you the updates up to the minute. As Rosser with the offensive boards. And Jonathan Rosser with 13 points. He has made a living off Sephardic the last 2 years. Last year in the second tournament, his career high 31. As Cohen throws up a wild shot, a brick. Here comes Brian the other way. And intercepted by Shamoul. Falcons have scored 13 points in a row. 21-12 they lead.
That is full.
And Shamula doesn't get it. He is now 1 for 9. Who is that? Jack Shiva got the roll. Stoppage for a minute. 6:12 to go. Shiva finally gets a hoop. And the Sonics finally get a hoop, I might add. Their first basket in about 5-6 minutes.
Got Shiro, the basic Shiro.
And Jacobe just came in for Jack Shiro, who scored their first basket in 5 minutes. I don't get that logic either.
He got injured all against the
Yeah?
He got hurt. Now he's holding something.
Well, apparently what I got here from the side, as Tummer gets the hoop, what I got here from the side is Jack Shiro got hurt in the eye, poked in the eye, so he's out for a minute. But why don't you bring him back now with next whistle? That's the other way, Nessar with the second hoop of the game. I'll tell you why Sephardic is getting whooped right now by 7. Well, not whooped yet, but still. Shamula is 1 for 9 from the field. He's their key man right now with Solly Dweck out. Rosner, blocked by Cohen. Now you know what I mean by the inside game. Last touch by Flatbush. Rosner, getting back to my point, he's made a living. Last year he had a career high 31 points in the Sackin tournament game. Consolation. Wait a minute. Now there was a foul called. Who was the foul called on? That's a good one. Who's the foul called on? Rose. David. Who's the foul called on? There was apparent foul there. I didn't see any contact. Away from the ball. And they're over the limit. Cabay in and out. We'll have to get it for you as soon as we can. Next time out. Because right now we don't have access to scorers tables across the yard. Across the court, that is. Levy. Well, Rosner had 31 points. First game this year, he had a season high 23 last week against Shari Torah also. And they say Usari stepped on the end line. Usari stepped on the end line.
We got the horn.
So it's a turnover. Shamula from downtown. No, that's Nessar. Check it. The 10 and the 11 is so confusing. He attaches that 1 to his jersey like you barely know it's there. Nessar's 3 for 4. Let him shoot. Shamula's 1 for 9. 23-18 the score. Usari. Rebound, Cohen. And Sephardic has come back. 6-2 run here. They could suddenly cut it to 3. Jump pass. Shamul. No good. Rebound, Gabay. He's got it. Come on, Urbaner. Timeout. Brian Haddock coming in with A-Band to be on the next whistle. That could also be not good news, as I'll explain in a minute. And Rosner already with 13 points here tonight. Dallo Rosner. Oh, man, he missed an easy one. Out of bounds. Off of Sephardic. And let's see. Haddad replaced Usari. And Silver with a miss, by the way. Haddad replaced Usari. And Antony replaced Jeremy Horowitz. It's not called. It's a 1-point game. Come on, Irv, timeout. 10-2 run. It's 21-12. Sackin Michon did it for a reason. You've got to stop that run. They've got the momentum. The Flatbush crowd's quiet here. Come on, Irv. That's what a coach has to do. He's got to quiet the momentum. Apparently he's not. He still thinks he can go on because he still has the lead. I don't agree, though. Steal by Shamul. Shamul going all the way. Doesn't get it. Rebound Antony. And a loose ball foul on somebody. Sephardic, I think it's Fred Nessar. That's number 2.
Come on, get the tank going. Give me the blowhorn.
No, not near me. I'll kill you.
Real loud, dude. Come on, you.
Amen and be at the line. So I was trying to refer to Amen and be a moment ago. Gary Nachman in the game for the first time. He replaced Gregory Ryan, who departs with 2 points. Antony shooting 1-1. Problem with Antony is he missed that foul shot. He plays well defensively, but offensively he's totally out of control. For every turnover he causes, he commits 3. That's his problem, and it's a very big one. Shamul has disappeared from the act now. He's missed his last 5, hitting his first 2. He's done that in all previous Sephardic Flatbush encounters also. And Silver stepped on the other line. It's the second time that's happened. Ryan back in. Rocky back in. Cohen goes out. I don't get the logic again. Ten Flatbush turnover of the night. Gregory Ryan comes back in for Danny Silver, who has 2 points from the line. I don't get Sackin Michon's logic again. Look, Cohen came back and Shamula gives the Sartics the lead. What a sudden turnaround. Come on. Urbana's got to quiet this crowd. That's 10 consecutive points. Nachman doesn't get it. Rebound Nachman. Over to Ryan. 10 consecutive points for the Sonics. Had it inside, got it. Crowd likes that. Had it gives the Falcons the lead. Their first field goal in about 3-4 minutes. Again, Sackin Michon. He brought it back in. They went on a 12-2 run. Rocky doesn't get it. Rebound Ryan. Again, now Flatbush is going to have everything inside in themselves. If Michon wants to win this game, he's got to have Sam Cohen in that game, I think, for 32 minutes. Otherwise, I think Flatbush will start to pull away again. I think maybe Cohen needs a rest, but there's 2 minutes to go in the half. He can rest at halftime. I don't get his logic. Rosner right there, that's what I mean. Offensive foul though. Good play. No. Change the call. Traveling. Excuse me. And Flatbush will get 2 subs in the game on the next whistle. Tommy Usari and Danny Silver getting set to return over there by the scorer's table. Sammy Sutton into the game for the first time for Sammy Sutton, excuse me. Oh, it is Sutton. I looked at the uniform, looks like an E over here, but my eyes aren't the greatest. Ms. Rocky looking for the ball. Flatbush by 1. Minute 25 left. Sephardic can't do anything right now. I'll tell you, Zach, if you're going to win, I said you got to bring Mr. Cohen back in the game. Shamula misses. He goes back again. What a wild shot. And the Sephardic bench loves it. So does the crowd. But Shamula right now, he's got 3 field goals, but he's 3 for 12. That's a major problem. But the Sonics lead by 1, surprisingly, under a minute to go. And fast first half compared to the previous game. As a matter of fact, I think we may have a record. We may have a record for fouls in that game. We'd have to total it up. The record that we had, I think, was 56 fouls. 83 foul shots in a game in the Sackin tournament with Flatbush and Ramaz 2 years ago. No, it was 64 foul shots taken, so it's not a record. No, it was a 3-point game. Sephardic holding for 1. 15 seconds to go in the half. They lead by 1. They're going to go in the locker room with the lead. Even with Sam Cohen not in it. Cabay loses it out of bounds. After all that, at least they should have gotten some decent shot off. Instead, they turn it over. Now the Falcons can go in with the lead. Love to Rosner. Foul. Foul by Mizrahi. And if that's Mizrahi, that's number 2 on Mizrahi.
2 shots coming.
That we got here, maybe number 3. Rosner can give the Falcons the lead. Well, they were going to come in, now they're not, apparently, with 4 seconds to go in the half. Rosner tonight is perfect from the line. 3 for 3. And he's been on the roll lately with his foul shots. He's improved to 50% from the line on the year. He was 5 for 7. He was 5 for 7 on Saturday night when he's tied a season high at 23 points. He's 4 for 4 tonight. 5 for 5. And the Falcons with the lead. 3 seconds, 2, 1 from midcourt. And that's the end of the first half with the score. 27, Sephardic 26. We'll be back with our halftime activities in a moment.
Who is that? That's why from midcourt.
Live from the Flatbush Forum here in Brooklyn, New York.
Just leave it like you did.
Back live from the Flatbush Forum here in Brooklyn, New York. Nathan Horowitz here at the half of the 14th annual Marc Sackin Memorial Tournament. Game 2. The Flatbush Falcons leading the Sephardic Sonics 27-26. Pretty good first half. Sephardic came out, led 8-2 early. Then Flatbush went on a big run, led 17-12 at the end of 1. Scored 13 consecutive points in the midst of that to make it 21-12. Then Sephardic came back with 10 consecutive points to get a lead, 24-23. But Flatbush right now on 2 Jonathan Rosner foul shots with 4 seconds to go in the first half has given the Falcons a 1-point lead at the half. Let's give you all the stats of the first half. For Sephardic first, Steven Shamula, 3 out of 12 from the field for 6. Lenny Mizrahi, 1 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from the line for 2. Fred Nessar, 3 field goals for 6. Jack Cabay, a field goal for 2. James Shamul, 2 field goals for 4. Sam Cohen, 2 field goals for 4. Jack Shearer, a field goal for 2. That's the scoring for them. They're shooting 13 for 34, and they shot 38%. 38%. 1 second. Flatbush, Danny Silver, 2 foul shots for 2, 0 for 4 from the field. Jonathan Rosner, the leading scorer in the game, who keeps making a living on Sephardic, 5 for 8 from the field, 5 for 5 from the line for 15 points. It's more than half of the Falcon points. Tomi Usari, 3 field goals out of 4 shots for 6. Jeremy Horowitz didn't score. Greg Ryan, a field goal for 2. And Brian Haddad, a field goal for 2, and that does that scoring. Falcons 10 for 23 from the field, 43%. Sephardic 0 for 2 from the line. Falcons 7 for 10 from the line in the first half. The turnover story. Sephardic with 7. Flatbush with 12. Offensive rebounds. Flatbush with 5. Sephardic with 7. Sephardic on the defensive boards with 10, and Flatbush with 15. So Flatbush out-rebounding Sephardic 20-17. And that's the end of that. Okay, let's get to some. We have partial out of town. Last night in the NFL, Chicago beat Detroit on a Kevin Butler field goal with no time remaining, 16-13. Tonight in the NHL, we only have the local score right now. The Islanders and Minnesota tied 2-2 in the second period.
Yeah.
No. And in the NBA, we'll try to get the other scores for you. We could not get them. The Knicks lost to Boston tonight, 101-96, pretty close.
It's on now. It's on.
And the Nets are leading Chicago 57-51 in the third. The Lakers beat Cleveland 121-116. We'll try to get all the other scores as soon as we can. All right, we're going to be back with the start of this, if we can, of course. We'll be back with the start of the second half in a couple of moments. First of all, we'll take 5 seconds along the network for station identification. This is the Flatbush Falcons television network, and then we'll go to a commercial.
Flyers are not playing well.
Here in Brooklyn, New York, Nathan Horowitz here in the 14th annual Marc Sackin Memorial Tournament. Falcons leading by 1 at the half, 27-26. Not on the air. It'll be Flatbush ball off the alternate possession as we start the third quarter. As we commence the third quarter. Falcons right to left in their yellow uniforms. Sephardic left to right. For Flatbush, it's Gregory Ryan, Danny Silber, and Tommy. It's the same lineup as early, except for Tommy Uzari in place of Brian Haddad. Silber off the back of the rim. He's now 0 for 5. Sephardic with a rebound. Silber, Ryan, Rosner, Uzari, and Horowitz for Flatbush. Shamula gets the hoop. Oh, no, that's Nessar again. Excuse me. I keep getting confused with Nessar and Shamula here because you've got 10 and 11 there, and he's got the one like patched up. Blocked out of bounds, Uzari's shot. So Sephardic regains the lead by 1. Flatbush with the ball. For Sephardic, you've got 10, Steve Shamula. Uzari with a miss. Lenny Mizrahi, number 33, with a rebound. 11, Fred Nessar with the ball now. And 30, James Shamula, and 24, Sam Cohen back in there. He's not letting him get inside. That's the key. If Sephardic is going to win, Cohen has got to be in there. Evidence right there. Cohen gets his third hoop. Sam Cohen playing very well. But one thing the Falcons are not doing, they're not letting him on the free throw line tonight. Inside Uzari. He's got it. The Falcons, an overwhelming favorite if you just tune in, trail by 1 in a surprise. Without Sally Dweck, Sephardic playing better than with him. 30-29 the score. Shamula, partially blocked by Rosner. Taken out by Uzari. Joey, Jimmy, gotta get back. Jimmy. Horowitz with a miss. Uzari. Rebound again. Uzari's got it. And Tomer with second effort. He's got in double figures tonight in the rebounding column. 2 offensive rebounds there for Uzari. He's got 10 points in double figures. The Falcons lead 31-30. Well under their average though. Nessar with a miss. Rebound. Rosner to Ryan. He's got Silber on his left. And Ryan traveling. Good call. I know Ryan's not going to like it, but it was a good call. Freshman with the proper call. He wasn't fouled there. He took some steps before he tripped. Cohen inside. Mizrahi. Rebound. And Shamul misses that one and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Sephardic. Shamul has now missed his last 6 after hitting his first 2. Now they call it, I think, Ryan in back. Rosner. Ryan. Gregory Ryan on the inbound, stepped over the line. So I was marking down something over here. I'm keeping individual stats here, so I got to go do double duty, and times I'll miss something here and there. Shamula being guarded by Ryan very closely. Goes around him. Nessar. Nessar to Mizrahi. Got it. What a move inside. And Lenny Mizrahi with his second field goal. It's 32-31 Sephardic. Knocked away by Shamul. Inside. And Nessar gets the hoop. Fred Nessar with 10 points on the evening. 5 for 6 from the field. Uzari. Wild shot. And a traveling violation on the rebound as Mizrahi got it and fell down. He wanted a foul and not happy about it. Uzari now 5 for 10 for the field. As there was Rosner with an air ball, Sephardic ball. Dave Anemy coming in now. As I say, you never know what he's going to do. I say every turnover he forces, he commits 3. But Jeremy Horowitz has not had a good night, so Urbate is trying anything in the book right now. Horowitz 0 for 3 from the field. He's usually steady, 0 for 2 from the line. Coming in, averaging close to 10 a game. A lot of unusual things. Rosner, even though he scores well, he usually doesn't get over 50%. Cohen, in and out. Bad break for Sam Cohen, but he's been getting that ball inside and playing well. 34-31 Sephardic with the lead by 3. They've come out in the second half and played well. Outscored Flatbush 8-4. Yes to the foul. And Sam Cohen doesn't like it. And Jeremy Horowitz coming back in after some last-minute instructions by Bader. Anthony departs after a cameo appearance. Uzari can tie it. Sam Cohen's second personal foul. I hope there's a timeout here. I gotta make it. Doesn't get it. Game's not tied. Rebound Nessar. Nearing the midway point of the third quarter, Sephardic by 1, 34-33. Nessar off the rim. Rebound to Uzari. Uzari's got about 13 rebounds tonight, at least on my account. Rosner with another air ball. And there's Sephardic on the break. It's a 3-on-2. Shmuel will pass it. Gets the roll. Sephardic by 3, and the Sephardic crowd is back in it. And Sephardic on the verge of a big upset right now, even though it's still early. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, but still. Right now, they are really surprising the world. And they're sure surprising the heck out of me. Nessar doesn't get it. Here's Shmuel. Foul, no, travel. Travel by Nessar. Or maybe it's Shmuel on the pass off. I didn't exactly see it. Flatbush ball under their own hoop. Ryan from deep. Got it! 36-35 the score. And crowd chanting defense here. Crowd coming alive for the Falcons. Shmuel. Offense. Yes, and it counts. It looked like Mr. Freshman was going to signal offense, and the blocking foul on Brian Haddad, who just came into the ball game. For Uzari. And Haddad picks up number 1. And James Shmuel with his first hoop since way back in the first quarter, when he scored the first 2 hoops of the game, could give Sephardic a 4-0 lead. He didn't do much in between. He missed 6 in a row. He can give Sephardic a 4-point lead. Rebound Haddad. Gave Uzari a spell. Now Uzari's going to come back. Bader does that very smartly, and I like that. Haddad better get out of there. He did before the 3 seconds. Otherwise, that would have been called. Silver. Air ball. And the Falcons, 3 of their last 5 shots have been air balls. They're not doing the job offensively here in the third. Throughout, they come in averaging 77 points. Usually that's 38.5 for a half. Gabay with the miss. The other way, Rosner. Block from behind by Nessar. And Rosner's got to be frustrated. But Johnny gets back on defense. That's a class act. It was blocked in a great play. Nessar doesn't get it. Rebound Haddad. Silver. Little contact, no harm, no foul. And underneath Rosner. Nobody near him. Rosner with 17 points. His first hoop of the second half, though. He had 15 at the half. Minute 40 to go in a very fast third quarter. Falcons within one, 38-37. Nessar in the lane to the hoop. Got it. Very unorthodox style, but Mr. Nessar got it. And what's the call? Some violation on the Falcons and a timeout call. At Sackin, no turnover, just a timeout, excuse me. Flatbush calls a timeout. Sackin doing high fives over there with the teammates. 40-37, Sephardic, minute 23 to go in the third. We'll be right back. Okay, we had some technical difficulties with the mic here. As Shamula gets through, Sephardic by 2. I'm gonna kill my father. I'm gonna kill him. Out of bounds, last touch, Flatbush. 42-37, 5 seconds to go in the third. Of course, he's picking me up at 3:30 and I'm throwing him out in the house. Blocking foul. Who's it on, Ryan or Rosner? Quarter ran out.
He's all right, he's all right.
I think the foul was on Rosner. Yeah, he bumped him. It's the end of the third quarter. I think 42-37 the score. Nessar's down on the floor. In the meantime, we'll take a break. We'll be back after message on your local station. They were shooting free throws at the end of the quarter. Sammy Sutton hit the first. Misses the second. That's the end of the third quarter. 43-37 the score. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter in a moment. We already took the local station break. Back live from the Flatbush Forum. WRAL TV Sports in Brooklyn, New York. Nathan Horowitz here. Listen to this Flatbush crowd. It doesn't sound like the Falcons are trailing by 6, but they were a heavy favorite coming in, and they're down by 6. We got 8 minutes to go in the game. Flatbush down by 6. Around. Shamula, fadeaway, got it. What's the call? Collision with Ryan and Mizrahi. Mizrahi with the foul. That's number 3.
You got it. You got it right.
45-37 in our stunner. Horowitz with the miss. Rebound. Rosner doesn't get it. Tipped home by Usari. Flatbush has got to crash those sports out. They're going to pull it out. It's been a tough night. Usari with 14 points. You're taking it. Okay? All right? Mizrahi set on the end line.
I went on the bus at 12 o'clock at night. I went at 3 in the morning. I'm
You're
afraid
sick. A car service is off my road. It's dangerous. And what's the call? Blocking foul on Cohen. That's his third.
Hold there, that's a line.
I'll wait,
No, come on. It's not a... Usari at the line, shooting 2. He hit it. Flatbush within 5. 45-40, exactly 7 minutes to play in the game. Do me a favor. Rebound, Shamula. This crowd is up and firing. Shamula off the back of the rim. Shamula now 6 for 19 on the night. Silver, blocked away. Silver again, fouled. Foul is on Shamula. That's his first. 6.5 to go. As Silver just threw up the air ball. And the crowd, of course, giving him the treatment. Ready to go now. Rebound comes to Sephardic. Whistle. Traveling. Shamor with the travel. I'm going to destroy my father. He said he I called him now. Told him to come at 11 o'clock. He's been crazy. Here's Ryan to Horowitz. To Ryan to Silver. Pump fake. Traveling. Another turnover. 6:09 to go. 45-40. Sephardic by 5. They came in as heavy underdogs. Heavy underdogs. Nessar come through with a big ball game. Missed that one though. He's got 12 points. Here's Ryan on the break. Good pass inside. No, that one's picked off. As Shamul dropped back to Nessar, head of the field. And somebody hit the rim. It's a technical foul. I think Usari hit the backboard of the rim or something. It's a technical foul. So Nessar gets the hoop, plus they'll have a chance for the technical foul. Plus afterwards they get the ball back. So some trouble arising here for the Falcons. They may be facing a 10-point deficit. Shamula will take the technical. I gotta pull my father back. And he gets the roll. I'll tell you what, that's the way the ball's been going tonight for Sephardic. 48-40, stunner. And I'll tell you, this may not mean anything exhibition, but as I will say again, 10 of the last 11 teams who have won the Sackin tournament have won it all, including MTA 3 of the last 4 years. Close ball foul, Mizrahi. Off the miss shot by Shamul. It's Mizrahi's 4th in my book. Can't get it to go. Tarver banks it home. .42. 5:09 to go. Nessar. Gabay banks it home. And right now, the Falcons cannot get any kind of run started. And look out, Mizrahi's hurt. Momentarily, he'll get up. Be all right. Good hustling play by Mizrahi. Silver's foul. I live near you. Who committed the foul? Who committed the foul? I'm losing total Silver was fouled. We didn't get the actual foul. I hate to say it, there's something personal going on here, and right now I'm mentally not into this one. Unfortunately, it cannot be mentioned over the air, but I wish I could. Silver hits. 50-43. .40 and counting. 6-point game. Four and a half minutes to go. And Flatbush can come back. Usari. Rebound, Mizrahi, and a big trip down the floor that was. Got to get a quarter out for the next time out. Shamula, big basket. Big basket. 52-44 and Sephardic maintaining the 8-point lead.
I think Urbeta should call a timeout here or something. He's got to get something that's going to get him back in. Right now, they're just training baskets. What's the call? Chamula 7 for 21 from the field. Flatbush score. We apologize. We cannot get all the other out-of-town scores tonight. It was very hectic. It's a very big crowd. Very tough to get updates through the phone. Usari with the steal in the hoop. And the crowd doing a little high five in here. Oh man, Fred Nessar the other. Check out Chamula the other way. Chamula with 17 points tonight. He has finally come through against Flatbush. That's the difference. He's in double figures. They're up by 8. Look at the difference that has made. Especially in the second half. He's been a big factor. 11 in the second half. Rosser with the miss. Right now it looks like trouble. Timeout Sephardic. 54-46. We'll be right back.
Ryan, Ryan.
Yeah, Neeking, here we are, Neeking at the game. They have the scale set up. There's the Zippy. Score is 46-54. Zippy time overtime. Neeking over the Apple. And it's bumble clock time here at the game. Now on the scale over the floor while the referees are Neeking. Yes. No. I can't believe it.
I'm not joking.
No, what happened?
Hello, I'm telling you.
No.
Really?
No.
Hello, I'm not. Would I lie to you?
No, I believe you would.
Hello?
I believe you would.
I'm telling you I'm not lying.
What happened?
Hello? She was sitting on my face the whole night.
Oh, she sat in your face the whole night?
Yeah, hello, I'm not lying.
Okay, back in the action here. A couple of fill-in guys over here. While I was away with a little bit of a technical problem. Sephardic recovers. I didn't miss anything. Good, my father's coming now. I stalled.
Watch out!
At Chamula. Pass batted away. The other way. Here comes Ryan. There better not be overtime. I'll die. Here's Horowitz. Got it. First scoop of the night for Horowitz. 54-48. 2.5 minutes left. If the Falcons going to make a run, it's now or never. Definitely now or never. Chamula again. He has scored 8 consecutive points, 19 points, and I swear to God, I have never seen Steven Chamula ever play like that. I'm getting a ride home. And Sephardic ball, big turnover. Looking good. Training basketball by a quarter. Sephardic led. Flatbush led 17-12 after the other one, after Sephardic took an early lead. Flatbush led by 9 early in the second quarter. Looked like they were going to run away with it, 21-12. Sephardic came back, cut it to 27-26 at the half in favor of Flatbush. In the third quarter, they pulled away. 6-point lead ever since then. They maintained it. Chamula again. Steven Chamula is putting on the game of his life right now. He has hit his last 4 shots, all down the stretch here. Basket counts and a foul by Ryan. Wait, now they wave it off. And timeout. We'll have to check where that last foul is on. Minute and a half to go in the game. 58-48 the score. Steven Chamula with the game of his life. 21 points. I think that foul was on Nessar. We'll give it to him right now. That's number 3 on him. Because I think I saw Mr. Healy signal number 11. By the way, I want to thank our cameraman here while we have a chance. Benny, Mary, and Brian Eisenberg. Great job, guys, here tonight. And what's been a great evening, hell of an evening, a lot better than last year when they were all routes. This year they've been excellent, and we hope to see the same Thursday night. We're going to have you both games here over WRL TV Sports. Hugh Zari over the back. I'd like to know why that basket before didn't count. But it's Uzari over the back. They're going to have to go into a fouling parade right now. They're not over the limit yet? That's surprising. Well, it has been a very fast second half. I will have to add that. And Flatbush trails by 10. Minute and a half to go. Time ticking down on the Falcons. They have not been closer than 5 here in the fourth, and Horowitz fouls. And that's number 3 on Horowitz, as we have it here. We've missed here and there, though. Flatbush not over the limit yet. I think that's their 3rd or 4th. And Horowitz with the foul again. That's number 4 on Horowitz. Yeah, that's 4. No, that's 5. Wait, no, it still is 4. I thought he was going out. Anthony's still coming in for Ryan. No, not for Ryan. He came in for Silver. That's an interesting move. They're going to need some steals. I think that's why. Problem is he turns it over. See, the difference has been tonight, the Falcon, it has not been the big guys that have been invisible. They played very well tonight. Shimula missed from the line. It's been guys like Silver and Horowitz who average combined 20 points a game coming in. And a foul on Jonathan Rosner, loose ball foul. And Sephardic is going to upset Flatbush. So Thursday night it makes for a revenge game. Oh, well, right now it looks that way. Flatbush and Ramaz. And this has got to be a stunner to everybody. I'm stunned myself. There was no way I expected Sephardic to come in here like this and pull this one out like this in this style of fashion. A 10-point lead with 1:12 to go. Gabay hits from the line. One more. And Steven Shimula did it down the stretch. What a second half for Shimula. 15 of his 21 points and 12 of them in the fourth quarter. 60-48. Falcons will need a miracle. And because there are no three-point rules here. And Sephardic with the ball. And you might as well say goodbye to the Falcons for championship. And right now, if you want to go by that past history with Sackin tournament, it's the winner of MTA Sephardic that has the inside track to the title. Foul on Ryan. And the Sephardic crowd is loving it. They're already high-fiving. And there you go. That's the chant. They feel it's over. I'll tell you the truth, so do I with 53 seconds. And Sackin Mashan has got to love it over there. 60-48 stunner. Shimula at the line. What a second half for Shimula. As we said time and time and again, he had some incredible baskets down the stretch. There's that one. Rebound, Gabay. Nothing's going right. And it's a combination of Rosner and Anthony. Anthony. After the game, we will have the post-game show over here. A quick post-game show. We are running very late. Let's take 5 seconds for station identification. This is the Flatbush Falcons television network. Station identification. Back live from the Flatbush Forum. And we've got a stunner going here. What's it called? Foul on Anthony. This one's history, folks. Pack it in, offensive foul. This one's over. 46 seconds left. This crowd loves it. Sephardic MTA in your final Thursday night. Flatbush, Ramaz in the semifinal. And Ryan with the foul. Here's the stat of the night that tells it why Flatbush is losing. 20 turnovers. You're not going to win with 20 turnovers. I don't care which team you are. And usually they're out-rebounded. I know they were in the only game they lost against Ramaz, so I think that's what's going to happen tonight. We'll give you the final stats after the game. They're not even trying those free throws anymore, but I think they know they've got it sewn up. And to be blocked. Here's Shamula. They'll try to waste time. Foul on Nachman. And it has come to a disaster here in the fourth quarter. We're going to have a very quick post-game show since we're running late. Individual stats, team stats, and then we're going to wrap it up. But be sure to be with us on Thursday night. Flatbush will look to a bench against Ramaz. I think Urbata's given up. He's sending David Klushnik into the game for the first time this season. He had a sore ankle, so he hadn't played this whole year. And Shamula, the man of the hour, hits the first. Without a doubt, the man of the hour. 22 points. And the final, Sephardic MTA following that game. Sephardic's biggest lead right now, with 20 seconds to go. Had it. Can't even get that to go. Well, this is disaster. We're down to 10 seconds, mercifully, for Flatbush. And this is going to be a tough one to take. No, not over yet. It's not over. Everybody on the court. Afterwards, we got to do individual stats for 3 minutes. Yes, I'm going. So put it on. I'll put it away. You can't. You don't have the keys, dude. Okay, you got 2 minutes. Don't take that out.
I gotta go. I gotta go though.
That's all it is. He's not leaving. He'll never ride it. Yeah, but exactly that minute. Let's give you the final stats while we have a minute. We got to wrap it up here in a hurry. The miss, and Nachman from deep misses that one. Oh, and the game is over. Final score, 61-48 Sephardic. Let's give you the individual stats in a hurry. Shamula, 10 field goals, 2 foul shots for 24 points. Lenny Mizrahi had 2 field goals for 4. Fred Nessar, 7 field goals for 14. Jack of 8, 2 field goals, 2 foul shots for 6. James Shamul, 3 field goals for 6. Sam Cohen, 3 field goals for 6. And Sammy Sutton with a foul shot for 2. Jack Shearer with a field goal for 2. For Flatbush, we don't have time for the team stats. The shooting. Flatbush, led by Danny Silber, had 4 foul shots for 4. Jonathan Rosner, 6 field goals, 3 foul shots. He was totally invisible in the second half. Check out 5 foul shots, only 2 points in the second half. Tomer Usari, 9 field goals, a foul shot for 19. Jeremy Horowitz, a field goal for 2. Gregory Ryan, 2 field goals for 4. Ryan Haddon with a field goal for 2. And the team stats right now, the turnovers, as we said, Flatbush 20, Sephardic 11.